These are very, very difficult times. And we've always believed that our best days are ahead of us.
Hello.
What's up, B?
Nothing. Lost my home. Looking for a job. What's up with you?
Still in Iraq. Watching my ass.
True. True.
Yo, who's that?
Hold on for a second. Yo, pick up the phone.
Yo, forget the phone. I need painkillers. You got money for painkillers?
Just pick up the phone.
Hello?
What's up?
What's up?
Yeah.
Where's Dookie?
Hey, yo, Dookie!
Pick up the phone! Dookie! Pick up the phone!
What's up?
Hello?
So what's up, B?
Change.
The private sector is doing fine. The economy is not doing fine.
The private sector has been doing a good job creating jobs.
There are too many people out of work.
The private sector is doing fine.
The housing market is still weak and too many homes underwater.
The private sector is doing fine.
The economy is not doing fine.
The private sector is doing fine.
Not doing fine.
Doing fine.
Not doing fine.
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 Is to take out a credit card from the Bank of China in the name of our children, driving up our national debt from $5 trillion for the first 42 presidents. Number 43 added $4 trillion by his lonesome, so that we now have over $9 trillion of debt that we are going to have to pay back. $30,000 for every man, woman, and child. That's irresponsible. It's unpatriotic.
Do you remember what that number was? Was it 10 trillion? Was it that?
I don't remember what the number was precisely.
Right. But see, now, if this is me and I got the credit card guy calling me every day, I start to get scared. I mean, as Americans, should we be scared that we owe that kind of money? Who do we owe that money to?
Well, a lot of it we owe to ourselves, right? Because if you invest in a treasury bill or something like that, then essentially you're loaning the government money. In fact, the majority of it is held by folks who live here. But we don't have to worry about it short term. Right now, interest rates are low because people still consider the United States the safest and greatest country on earth, rightfully so. But it is a problem long term and even medium term.
In terms of small business, look, small businesses are the lifeblood of our economy. They account for most of the new job growth. Ever since I came into office, one of my biggest priorities was how do we support small business?
Somebody invested in roads and bridges. If you got a business, you didn't build that. Somebody else made that happen.
Well, I truly believe that the day I'm inaugurated, not only does the country look at itself differently, but the world looks at America differently. If I'm reaching out to the Muslim world, they understand that I've lived in a Muslim country, and I may be a Christian, but I also understand their point of view.
A new generation has emerged, and their voices tell us that change cannot be denied.
At the time of the attack, the U.S. military did not have any personnel in Benghazi.
Here, it's not normal for Libyans to go to any kind of demonstration carrying RPGs, taking heavy anti-aircraft machine guns with them.
There were clashes. 3 protesters were reported injured, 1 in critical condition. Gunshots caused the protests to escalate, and protesters gathered a large number. But as the day continued, these protesters diffuse and decrease, but we are expecting some to take place tomorrow.
Good evening. Tonight, across a huge and uneasy region where Arab Spring has long ago faded into something far more complicated. Today, there were anti-U.S. protests in no fewer than 11 separate locations. And, of course, this follows the initial explosion of violence in Cairo, where protesters stormed the U.S. embassy. Then that terrible lightning attack on the U.S. consulate in Benghazi, Libya, that left the U.S. ambassador and 3 other Americans dead.
Clashes are still continuing here, even at this late hour, near the U.S. embassy. And they were not the only ones in this region. This mess in the Middle East isn't over yet.
The protesters in Yemen set out to destroy the American embassy in Sana'a to punish an insult against Islam. Protesters climbed the perimeter fence, undeterred by Yemeni security forces who tried to keep them back with water cannons. The crowds pushed forward and managed to get inside the embassy parking lot, smashing windows, torching vehicles, using a forklift to do even more damage.
Good morning. Americans woke up this morning with tragic news and felt heavy hearts as they considered that individuals who have served in our diplomatic corps were brutally murdered across the world. This attack on American individuals and embassies is outrageous. It's disgusting. It breaks the hearts of all of us who think of these people who have served during their lives the cause of freedom and justice and honor. We mourn their loss and join together in prayer that the Spirit of the Almighty might comfort the families of those who have been so brutally slain. We must strive to ensure that the Arab Spring does not become an Arab winter.